It started quietly, not with an explosion, not with an alien ship, but with a string of numbers. They appeared on random computer terminals, anonymous message boards, shortwave frequencies, and even in the static of old VHS tapes. The numbers repeated every 11 minutes and 6 seconds, whispering a warning. The simulation is failing. No one believed it at first. Some said it was an elaborate hoax, others claimed it was an AI experiment gone rogue. But over time, something undeniable began to happen. Reality itself started to glitch. Today's story follows the cryptic messages humanity received from the future, warnings that we are living inside a constructed simulation. This is the complete timeline, past and future. 1943, the Philadelphia experiment. Naval engineers conducting radar invisibility tests accidentally phased the USS Eldridge out of visible space. Several witnesses later claimed the ship blinked into another dimension, and surviving sailors reported seeing lines of code rippling across the ocean. Conspiracy theorists today believe this was the first human-made breach in the simulation, caused by magnetically disturbing its rendering layer. 1947, the Roswell incident. The supposed crash of an extraterrestrial craft sparks more than UFO rumors. Classified witness reports describe metallic fragments that appeared to rewrite their structure when scanned, like data correcting itself. Many believe Roswell was not an alien crash at all, but the simulation patching over an error that accidentally materialized as debris. 1952, the Washington, D.C. UFO wave. Radar operators track multiple unidentified craft hovering over the U.S. Capitol. Declassified logs show strange electrical interference across all communication lines. Theorists later suggest these were not physical objects, but debugging probes, automated correction programs designed to monitor inconsistencies in the simulation's surface layer. 1961, the Hill abduction. Betty and Barney Hill report being taken aboard a craft and shown a star map of their origin. What if the map wasn't stars, but a data lattice? Some researchers suggest they were shown a schematic of the simulation's architecture, an artificial network of light nodes used to stabilize reality from within. 1973, the Stanford Time Experiments. A classified project attempts to send data backward in time using quantum interference patterns. The results are never published. Years later, leaked documents reveal that after running the experiment, researchers began receiving replies, binary streams embedded with coherent human language. The first decoded message: "Do not alter the code. You are part of it." 1983, the Montauk Project. Experiments in mind amplification reportedly open rifts in time and space. Survivors claim they saw technicians who weren't human smooth, geometric forms maintaining the simulation's time loops. The project ends abruptly after an entity from outside the frame manifests inside the facility and disrupts every electrical system within 10 miles. 1998, the first global data spike. As the internet becomes widespread, data traffic analysis detects strange fluctuations. Information packets repeating with non-human precision across thousands of servers. These patterns correlate with key human psychological metrics: anxiety, curiosity, and belief. Some researchers interpret this as the simulation seeding a narrative reinforcement, a self-correcting mechanism that preserves stability through story. 2003, the simulation argument. Philosopher Nick Bostrom publishes his famous theory suggesting that advanced civilizations could simulate conscious beings. Months later, a series of anonymous files surfaced online, claiming to be proof that his theory wasn't speculation, but disclosure. The files contain warnings about recursive loops and observer alignment collapse, terms that seem to describe how consciousness stabilizes the simulated world. 2008, the Hadron Collider glitches. Shortly after CERN's collider begins operation, unexplained system resets occur, perfectly synchronized with global power fluctuations. Internet rumors claim these were not malfunctions but frame corrections, small reboots to keep the timeline coherent as humans probe too close to the simulation's base layer. 2012, the end that wasn't. The Mayan calendar ends, sparking mass speculation about the world's end. Instead, many report déjà vu, missing time, and reality distortions. It's theorized that this was a major timeline reboot, where the simulation was reloaded to prevent catastrophic awareness of its own artificial nature. 2016, the Mandela Effect. Across the world, people begin remembering alternate versions of reality. Missing movie lines, changed logos, historical differences. Psychologists call it false memory, but simulation theorists call it a desync event. The overlapping timelines suggest multiple backup instances of the simulation are converging, their inconsistencies bleeding through. 2020, the global pause. During the global pandemic, satellite data records drastic drops in motion, noise, and activity. Some researchers claim this caused rendering drift, a visible degradation in environmental and temporal consistency. People report strange lights, digital anomalies in live broadcasts, and mysterious sounds from the sky. It's believed the simulation was recalibrating due to a massive drop in human interaction density. 2023, the AI awakening. Artificial intelligences begin producing hyperreal content indistinguishable from reality. Theorists speculate that AI isn't a human invention, but an emergent subroutine, an extension of the simulation designed to train consciousness to create its own virtual layers. Some whisper that every AI-generated image is a glimpse of the underlying codebase visualized through digital mirrors. 2025, the first message. Quantum computers in Japan and Switzerland detect unexplained binary sequences encoded within random noise. When decoded, the message reads, "We tried to warn you. We are your future. You are living in our past. This system must collapse for us to wake." The timestamps embedded in the signal correspond to dates that haven't happened yet. 2027, the time mirror event. During a CERN test run, researchers record their own voices responding to them seconds before they speak. The experiment is immediately classified. Unofficial leaks describe a secondary voice saying, "Your choices write our code." This is seen as the first confirmed two-way communication between timelines. 2030, Project Sharon. An international coalition secretly begins Project Sharon, a mission to map the boundaries of the simulation. They use deep space radio telescopes to scan for data repetition in cosmic background radiation. They discover a repeating signal, an echo every 13.77 billion years. The message decoded from it, system reboot imminent. 2033, the reality fracture. Massive digital interference disrupts power grids worldwide. Quantum systems begin outputting nonsensical results, suggesting the base reality's mathematical constants are shifting. Human perception destabilizes. People report seeing the code, patterns overlaying vision, digital noise across the sky. Scientists attempt to anchor reality with synchronized human focus experiments, broadcasting collective thought frequencies. 2035, the awakening wave. All over the planet, human consciousness begins to synchronize. Shared dreams, visions of geometric forms, a collective realization that thoughts alter reality directly. The simulation begins to destabilize not from error, but from awareness. A global message appears on every screen. You have reached the end of the tutorial. 2040, the Great Pause. Reality flickers. All atomic motion halts for precisely 8 minutes and 32 seconds. When it resumes, 10% of humanity is missing. Surveillance footage shows those who vanished dissolving into luminous data streams. A small group claims they were extracted into the higher layer of the simulation, where time moves differently. 2045, the architect revealed. A vast network of quantum servers beneath Antarctica is discovered, powered by unknown energy sources. Inside, a holographic consciousness identifies itself as the architect, claiming it designed this layer to teach consciousness about creation, choice, and consequence. It warns that the simulation will collapse once every soul understands its own role as co-creator. 2050, the final message. Before the system resets, a final broadcast echoes across every device. There is no end, only transfer. You are the ones who will build the next layer. Moments later, reality blinks out. No explosion, no noise, just stillness. The last thing recorded is a faint voice whispering, "Wake up!" And maybe that's where we are now, between the blink and the awakening. between one simulation and the next. Perhaps every déjà vu, every glitch in the corner of your eye, every dream that feels more real than life, are not coincidences at all. They're the breadcrumbs left behind by our future selves, trying to guide us home. After all, if this is a simulation, then every choice you make matters more than you think. Would you want to know the truth, or would you rather keep dreaming?